Ready.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Mommy's gonna sing. Get ready when you are.
Okay. Ona oli oli ne lolo choya Yesu waya faala ya te ola ule besefo bese Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Olela.
Oh,
Yesu. Ole. Palamai. Oli. Oli.
Heavenly Father, thank you for the beautiful day today and the beautiful evening. I pray that you would bless everyone who was able to attend tonight to help us absorb everything we learn and use it throughout our week. Thank you for our teachers for the time that they're able to spend with us. Please bless our class tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Ufi loanga, ufi loanga, anga sae, mai, o te no ofilemu. Kata simais
Angangasae
Aftai tatu vasenga tu sai male no tu matang ofili ne tu lauli afiaf atalo fa atu ya uto malava. So announcement for next week, we will not be having class. We're skipping Halloween because next week, Sunday, is going to be Halloween. And then we will resume class again the following Sunday after Halloween, which will be November, what is that, the 7th. 7th of November, we return to our regularly scheduled program. The other announcement that I wanted to make was in regards to the song Aftailia Tua. Babe, are you able to bring up the, can you bring up the lyrics that we wrote out for Aftailia Tua, please? Let me minimize my screens. So me and my wife were having a discussion after we had gone through the meanings of each individual word in Faftailia Tua. And we spoke a little bit about what we were talking about when we get to the line that says Le Natato Tupuai. And the word tupu, it means grow, but it also means king. So this was a mistake on my part that I need to make correction for. So the T in tupu should be han, What do we have to do with the T in tupu?
Capitalize it?
There you go. Malo lava oli oli. So it needs to be capitalized because it isn't grow, as I mistakenly wrote it. It's supposed to be tupu, as in the le natato tupu, he who is, or it is tupu, isn't it? It's grow and it's not king. That's right. We discussed it, and it wasn't king. It was grow. So in other words, he who made us, he who created us. Is that correct, Wessa? That's because Wessa was the one who brought it up. We can't hear you, hon.
Yes, very. It's correct.
Can you explain a little bit for us why we?
Tupu is growth, not king. It does mean king, but in this sentence right here, it doesn't mean king. It means like our growth. Like, thank God that we are grown or growing.
Or like created, right? And
Created,
isn't that kind of grown?
And yeah. So the T can't, like, it doesn't have to be capitalized because it's not specific for a king.
Off time.
It just stays like that.
Anything else to add?
No.
As always, I'm grateful to all of us for being here because we get input from everyone, and then we're able to better understand our language, and I get to learn too because of the input that we have from each and every person. Going forward, now that we've done our retraction and our announcement for next week, we're going to go back into our introductions, our initial study that we did in the first few classes. Because we've done a lot of work on pronunciation. We've done a lot of work on understanding the individual words. So we're going to go back to our first conversation. I think that's the one right there. Not conversation part 2, because that's got a little bit more in there. So we've done talo falavo mausi and talo falavo, which would be the response, and then going to 1 week later, because now we've been together for 7 classes. This is day 7 of Falegagana, and see how this conversation sounds now that we've mastered a little bit our pronunciation. Can we put Kaleponi and Kainoa together? I'll have Kaleponi if you're prepared to be Le Sina, and then Kainoa can take the part of Ma'osi on where it says 1 week later to make that conversation, please. I want to hear how it sounds, please.
Okay. Talo falava mouse. Oh, sorry. Who am I doing with?
With Kainoa.
Okay. Talo falava kainoa.
Talo falava Sina. Or sorry, Kaleponi.
Wa mai oi.
Manuia fa'afetai. Ai a oi.
Manuia fa'afetai. Sawi totonu.
Fa'afetai tele.
Lava. Very good, guys. Very good. Again, with the aya, we got to remember to extend the on the because the right there is the same in ole a. No worries, Dana. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, so it has like the line over the E.
Yeah, it's supposed to have the line. It's hard for us to make it in certain like certain Word documents don't have the ability to create the macron. So we're trying to do it just the way we do it by ear. But yes, you are correct. Hello. Why don't we have Rob and Oli take? Rob can do person, or Rob can do Lesina's part, and then I'll have Oli do my part. If you guys are able to now, please.
Talofa lava oli.
Talofa lava Rob.
Oa mai oi.
Manuia fa'afetai. Ai aoi.
Manoia Fafatai, Sawi Totonu.
Fafitai Telet.
Malo lava, you guys sound great. Rob, real quick, can I have you repeat the Oa Mai Oi line?
Oa Mai Oi.
Babe, can you unmute for a second?
Yes.
What do you hear something when he says Oa Mai Oi?
Yeah, basically is it's like oa mai oi, but yours like I don't know flat. Yeah, oa mai oi. Like
Does it blend or does it not blend?
it doesn't.
So like
Can you say it one more time?
please, Rob.
Yeah. Oa Mai Oi.
Oa mai oi.
The blending part. So you hear how it says in Ayaoi, Wesa. So there's no like there is a glottal stop there in the beginning of oi, but it kind of we omit the glottal stop for some reason in there, and I think it does the same thing with Oamayoi because it doesn't really it does, doesn't it? There is a stop there, huh?
Yeah.
But it sounds different. I'm trying to pick up what it is that sounds different.
Wow.
Because the oa is on point, and then when it gets to the mai oi is where it's
mai oi.
Mai oi.
Mai Oi.
Oa mai oi.
Oh, there you go. It's kind of like the accent is put on the mai, so it's like you're saying oa mai oi.
Oa mai oi. You're
Does
just
that sound?
saying.
Does that sound more correct?
That yeah.
Right. Can you give us an example, please, Wesa, one more time?
Oa mai oi.
There you go.
Okay. Oa Mai Oi. Oa Mai Oi.
Does that sound better, babe?
Yeah.
Does the
mai is too sharp, if you know what I mean.
Oh, the mai is too short.
It's mellow, like oa mai ui. Oa mai ui. If you're like saying, because it sounds like you're saying oa mai ui, like you're eating it. Oa mai ui. I'm sorry. I don't teach, so I'm.
No,
that's good input, though.
No, that's good, yeah.
It's like oa mai ui. It's like, flow. Go with the flow. Oa mai ui. Don't think about it too much. Just let it come out.
Thank you.
Kind of like it's a ari, babe. It's a softer M instead of saying like might. It's like my.
Yes.
Yeah. My.
Cool. And does the A have a macron on there?
Yeah, the second A has a macron. It's the same A also in the aya and the olea. That's the like what. So oa is kind of like saying what's up. Oa, aya, olea. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm hearing like kind of go softer on the M on the might, and then like the word might kind of goes up in tone.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
It goes down. Might
because we're asking a question, so yes, it does. Sorry, what's that? Were you saying something?
No, I'm saying he's right. It goes might, like goes up, and then it comes down to oi, like might oi.
Right.
Like a higher tone.
Yeah,
like, my oi.
Yeah, because you're asking a question. Yes, it always goes up and then comes down. I don't know why.
Lo lava faftai faswa.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. All right, great input from everybody. Who do we have left? We've got Vai and we've got Dara.
I'm sorry, you said Vi?
Yes, Vai and Dara. So Vai can take Sina, and then Dara, I'll have you do Maosi.
Okay.
Vai, I don't think we can hear you. Oh, worries. That's okay. Yeah, you can go next. How about we got who we got? Oh, sorry, Dara. Dara and George. Can you take my spot, please, George, if you're available?
Yeah, which one is by
Doing 1 week later conversation. You're going to be doing the Lesina. So you're going to be doing Lesina's lines, and then Dara will be replying to you with Mausi's line.
Okay, Dara, yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Talo for lava, Dara.
Hello, Falava, George.
O amay oy.
Manuia pa apetai. Ai aoi.
Manuia faftay. Sorry, Tutoni. Tutoni.
Pa apetai tele.
Hello, Lava. Very good. Once again, Wesa, what did you hear?
It was good.
What about the how are you on the second?
Ayawe. Or
Yeah, the
Amawe.
Ayawe. I heard.
Ayawe.
Dara, can you give us the second line again? Wait, was Dara Mausi?
Yes.
From where it says Manuia Faftai Ayawe.
Okay. Manuia pa apetai. Ai aoi.
The it elongated.
Ai aoi.
A little bit longer. Yeah.
Ayawe.
Ai aoi.
There you go.
Ayawe, yes.
Ai aoi.
The vowels together, it trips a lot of people off. Because sometimes you hear the E instead of the A. So ayawe.
Ai aoi.
Getting better. Yeah. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Ayawe.
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 No, that's too sharp. Ayawe is not.
Ayawe. Like that?
Yeah. Yes. Ayawe.
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 Hello, Lava Faftai.
Hello.
Bye, Mama.
Test. Hello?
We still can't hear you.
I can hear you.
No, we can hear you.
Oh, you can?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just joking.
You just said you can't.
Okay,
I heard
because
you earlier, Mouse. I said malo soy fu. I just I don't want you to think I was ignoring you.
no worries. Okay, Wesa, can you work with Vi? Same thing. Let's do the Lesina and Mausi. Wesa, you can be Lesina.
Okay. Oh, bye, right? Sorry.
Like
Talo falava bye.
Talo falava wesa.
O amai oi.
Manuia faftai. Aya oi.
Manuia fafitai. Saud sonu.
Faftai tele.
hello, Lava professional. Good job, everybody. Good job. Okay, let's get a blank screen. Copy paste that conversation first, please, and take it to the blank screen. We're going to copy paste it over there, and then we're going to add in some of the work that we did last week.
Wait, what?
Copy paste the conversation.
Okay.
And then take it with us to a blank. Just the one we're doing, not the other one. Just the 1 week later one. Take it to a blank slide, and then we'll add in more.
Can't.
Okay, just copy the whole thing then, and then we'll just erase what we don't need on the next screen. Who can remember what the new vocabulary was that we learned last week? Did we do weekdays? I don't remember doing weekdays. Were you here last week, Oli?
No, Oli wasn't here.
It was not weekdays, no. Anybody here last week remember what we learned last week? Surprised Petro's not here.
It was a cooking show.
malo lava. Maya.
Wait. Did I get the whole thing? Oops.
Last week
the taro leaves and top at the beginning.
Yeah, last week I made the palusami and we made some taro. But I thought we had did we add two new vocabularies in at the end of last week? Or that I don't think we added them in, but I think we went over them because I thought I sent out the vocabularies the week before, and then we just revised them after we were done with the cooking. But it should have been the colors and then the first numbers 1 through 10. Did we cover that last week? Anybody remember?
I don't recall that.
Yeah, not really. I don't think we did.
I think it was the week before last week. We did colors.
Apologies. Okay, we'll add those into this conversation then today. Let me know when you're ready, babe.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Scrambled it.
Why don't we omit the sawi totono once you're done with that? And then we don't need the oiling one on the other. Okay, never mind. How are the kids?
They're good.
Okay, good. Who can give me the colors in Psalm 1?
We did do the colors, yeah?
I remember doing the colors.
But oh no.
We might not have practiced them last week though.
Yeah.
Who can give me the name of the color blue? Where is this directed, Dana?
Lanu Moana.
Moana, yes, very good.
Awful boy.
Sent to chat.
Huh?
For some reason, my chat is only sending to Dana. Okay, there we go. From Dana to everyone. Everyone in meeting. So blue, we have Moana. What about red? Oh, and then we got the slides there. Okay, cool. Anybody got the answer for red?
Lanu Mumu.
Lanu Mumu. Very good. What about black?
Uli Uli.
Uli Uli. Shikia. Rob, what about green?
Mea Mata.
Mea Mata. Lanu Mea Mata. Versa. Oh, me na foi.
Sorry. Am I going to the colors or what?
We're going to add in how to ask these things into the first conversation piece. We've already got, so we can just stay on that slide that you were working on. I was just trying to buy you time until you were ready to add in new.
This?
Yes, that.
Oh, shoot.
Can you make it look like how it looked before in the other? So like the things are like in their right place.
I know. Okay.
Yeah, okay, you know.
I thought you were going to colors.
All right. Oh, this is the Oiloing, I think, can go out of there because we've already established that. Then get rid of Sawi Totonu. And you add 40 in between Manuia Faftai. Manuia 40 Faftai. Omalilio, ile 40. All right. So now, how do we ask for something, babe?
Olia. Ufia.
Or like, say to uh-oh. Okay. Did you pull that box away? Apologies, everybody. So we're going to ask for something. What should we ask for? Bring, I might say, what could we ask for? So to ask somebody for something, we would ask, I might say, blank, mole mole. Anybody remember what fa mole mole means?
Please.
Please, awesome. Oh, there's Petra. Follow for Petra. Please. Oh, sorry, Dana. I gotta give you co-host privileges. Okay. All right, Dana's one of us now. All right, say I might say and please. What's an object that we would ask for? Can somebody give me an example of an object?
Susi.
Tusi. Olale fapalange tusi.
Book.
Book. So I might say tusi faamole mole. Oli oli, what does that mean?
Please bring me a book.
Please bring me a book. Now, we already established that S means what when it comes to nouns. What does the S imply?
Is it a particular book?
The opposite.
Oh, yeah.
But you got the right idea.
Yes, any book, right?
Indefinite article. Very good. So I might say tusi. Now, if we're gonna identify this book by a color, then is it indefinite or definite?
Definite.
Definite. Awesome. So let's color this book. What color would this book be?
Moo moo. Red.
Red. Where does the moo moo go? Does it go in back of the tusi or in front of the tusi?
Back.
Back. Very good. So it would look like this. Amai se tusi or amai le tusi moo moo. And then fa mole mole, of course. Fa mole mole. So that would be a red book. What about, let's get another color book in here. How would I say bring the brown book?
Aumai setusi ena fa'amole mole.
Awesome, very good. Aumai letusi ena fa'amole mole. Mai letusi ena. Now we got the example of apple from Dana. So let's try apple. Anybody know the fasamo of apple? The fasamo of apple. Apu, faftai wesa, apu. Now, there aren't many colors that we can have for apples. What colors can we use for apples?
Meamata.
We got moo. We also got meamata in real life. You could also say different colors, but yeah. No worries, Petra. Thank you for joining us. Sama-sama. Amaile apu sama-sama. Amaile apu ena. There you go. Amaile apu pala. Okay, babe. If you can try to decipher how to add all these things we're typing in chat into our conversation, then that'll happen. But then we're going to continue to try and work out our conversation in here while you're doing that. But fit in the aumaile apple or aumaile tusi blank color fa'amole mole, and then after that we're going to add in how to use it with numbers. We already established that se and sao represent indefinite article or an indefinite noun, and then le and lao and lo also, indicate a definite article. So what do we have so far? We got tusi, we have apu. What's another object that we could ask for if we're like, what if we're going to the store and we need something? What could we get from there?
Yeah.
Did you say beer? Sorry, George, I can barely hear you.
Yeah, I said beer.
Okay, cool. How do we say beer in Samoa? That's actually a good example. Well, if I saw more with beer.
Pia.
Yeah, there you go. I may say pia. Olale beer Samoa. What is Samoa's beer?
Vailima.
Oh, Vavirkala. Vavirkali. Vailima. Vailima. If you lang word Vailima, how many colors of Vailima do we got?
Fa.
Fa.
Isn't
Are there 4 colors of Vailima?
Is it Pa'e, Meamata, Mumu, and I just made up a 4th color.
I didn't know we had a pai.
No, just the bottle itself, not the color on the bottle. Like,
not the label.
Got you.
I feel along with Vailima. Anyway, Rob, how many colors are Vailima? I'm sorry, Rob. Did you give an answer? I couldn't hear.
You're asking how many? What colors?
Yeah, how many colors does Vailima come in?
I'm gonna guess 1.
You actually have 2. Especially in American Samoa, we got 2 colors of Vailima. We got red and green. So actually, Vailima are just like apples then, huh? Got Vailima Mumu. and Vailima Miamata. What does a Vailima come in? What kind of container does it come in?
A bottle.
Bottle. Lalo fa samot bottle.
Pang.
Malula, mahaya. Pang. So let's try that in our sentence. How would we ask for a green Vailima in Samoa? I think with this one, we can use the indefinite article because there are multiple of the same color. Whereas if we're asking for a book, it's more likely that you would have a definite book with a color rather than a bunch of similar colored books if you're asking for a specific book. We've got some examples there on the side. Who can give me the answer of how you ask for a green bottle of Vailima?
Omai se Vailima me mata fa'a mole mole.
Very good. Why don't can you add in there the word fangu? Where would the fangu go?
Oh, or after say.
Good. Okay. So try the whole thing.
Omai say what is it? Oh, Omai say fangu. Vailima me mata fa'a mole mole.
Malo lava. Very good, Rob. Thank you. You'll be all set when you go to Samoa. Amao se fangu Vailima me mata fa'a mole mole. Babe, are you busy?
No.
Can you give us an example of how you say the word aumai?
Aumai.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing colors?
We're doing colors in there. So we're doing colors in relation to the article or the object that the object of the conversation. But I want to hear how the word aumai is supposed to sound, like sounding out the vowels wise.
Aumaile aku.
Mm-hmm.
Fa'amole mole.
How would you say it? How would you say aumai if you were trying to say it slowly?
Aumai.
Aumai.
Yes.
There's no sharp vowels in there though. Like, they're all complete vowels. Like there's no komaliliu in front of the a in the beginning.
Correct.
Okay, so it's just a pure aumai.
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 Yes.
Okay, faftai. Aumai se fangu Vailima me mata fa mole mole. George, can you ask Wessa for a green bottle of Vailima?
Sorry, say that again. I was busy.
No worries, Xiaoxi. And you asked Fisilia Wessa a green bottle of Vailima pa mole mole.
Okay. Aumai se fangu Vailima me mata fa'a mole mole.
Did we say green or did I say, I meant to say red, sorry. Red, we already did green.
What is red? Mumu?
Mumu.
Okay. So aumai se fangu Vailima mumu fa'a mole.
Pa mole mole. Malaya, malo, faftai. Very good. Kainoa, can we ask Wessa for a purple bottle of Vailima?
Aumai le fangu Vailima violet mumu fa'a mole mole.
Mahalo. Mahalo lava fatai. Very good. I like how you got the viole down. That sounded really good. Viole.
Mahalo.
You made it.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Sounds great. Vi, are you there?
Yes.
Vi, can you ask Dara for a brown bottle of Vailima?
Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dara? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Dara, au mai le fangu Vailima ena fat mole.
Mahalo, love it. Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Dara, are you there?
Yeah.
Aloha, Dara. Dara, can we ask Vi for a black bottle of Vailima?
Bye. Au mai le fangu Vailima uli mole mole.
Mahalo, very, very good. It's a good practice also to add fa mole mole at the end of questions. It's just good etiquette, but it helps, especially when we're learning the language. And fa mole mole becomes easier and easier to say as we use it repetitively. Oli Oli, have you gone yet?
Nope.
Okay, Oli Oli, can you ask Kaleponi for a, let's do a color we haven't done yet. Let's ask for a pink bottle of Vailima.
Who am I asking again?
Kaleponi.
Kaleponi au mai se fangu Vailima piniki fa'a mole mole.
Malo, lava, malo. Kaleponi, can you tell Oli Oli that you don't have one?
Leai.
Very good. Leai semea.
Leai semea.
Leai semea. I'm just joking, Kaleponi. Kaleponi, can you ask who else is in here? Did we we do Rob? Oh yeah, we did do Rob. Rob was first. Kaleponi, let's ask Wessa for a what? Kaleponi, can you hear me?
Yes.
You know the word for small?
E.T.?
Like,
is that
like Kiki. Like Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do a small. So small, small red. No, not small red. We need a color we haven't done yet. What have we done? Red, purple, red, brown, black, pink. We didn't. Oh, some yellow. Small yellow bottle of Vailima.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm here to help. And you get your husband there too. So.
He's not here.
Oh, he's not there? Okay, that's fine.
I mean,
we're
he's
here.
in the garage.
Westside and I are here for you, and the whole class.
Papetai. Au mai le fangu Vailima laititi sama-sama?
Switch the sama-sama and the laititi.
Sama-sama laititi.
Yeah.
Au mai le fangu Vailima sama-sama laititi.
And then last part.
Oh, fa'a mole mole.
Lo lava. Very good. Au mai le fangu Vailima sama-sama laikiki fa mole. Laititi. Sometimes instead of saying two, so like sometimes if I'm saying something like this, so I may say, or I may le fangu Vailima sama-sama. I'll say it like this. Maile fangu vailima sama-sama fangu like titi. Like I'll repeat the fangu and then the next. Is that something you do, babe? You ever heard that before? Like sometimes we'll ask her, "Amaile fang by lima, fang mulai, fang mafang fang muli." Basa. Like sometimes you repeat the noun again and then you say the extra adjective.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear.
You ever heard of that before though, what I'm talking about? Yeah, but you know how like instead of saying two adjectives after the noun, like sometimes we'll say, "Amay fangu vai lima sama fangu like hiki famuli." Like we'll say the fangu twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing too, right?
When you're drunk. No, sure. Fangu like kiki. We usually don't say fangu. We just say bailima because everybody knows what bailima is. But for the class, yes, fangu.
But what I'm trying to get at is like instead of saying it the way that I had her say it right here, where it says "Fangu vailima sama-sama like titi," like that makes sense in the standardized written language. But when we speak it, right, instead of saying two adjectives after the noun, we say the noun twice. So I'd say the noun the first time with sama-sama and then the second time with laikiti. So it'd come out like "Amaile fangu vai lima sama-sama fangu laikiki famuli," like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
Very.
All right, moving on. So now that we've got all this how do we answer these? We had one, right? Kaleponi, we gave one answer with leaisemia, which means I don't have anything. What is the other, like, so that means I don't have one. How would we say that we do have it, or here you go? Anybody got an answer for that one? I know Oli Oli does.
I don't know.
How do you say I don't know? Oli Oli.
I don't remember.
All good, bro. There you go. Thank you, Dana, Kailo. I don't think Kailo really works in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work with this. With
like,
that,
whatever.
It's a good thing to know. Kailo. Kailo. That's like, who knows? That would be like if you're asking somebody if there is, like, is there a purple vailima? And they'd be like, Kailo.
Yeah, and we don't say kailo to older people.
That's impolite.
That's impolite, yes.
Gotcha. So how would we say I don't know if we're saying it to an older person?
Leaisemia or oteleiloa.
Leaisemia means I don't know.
If they're asking for something like oteleiloa or leaisemia.
But leaisemia doesn't mean the same thing, right?
I'm sorry, for what?
Like if you're asking something at like the leaisemia doesn't work for something that you don't know, right?
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, the leaisemia means I don't have anything. Or there's nothing of that kind. There's nothing of what you're requesting.
Right.
Right. So otele iloa is the one that means I don't know.
Yes, baby.
Ilo. Oh, sorry.
Kailo.
Ilo is how it's supposed to be written in the dictionary. Ilo is who knows. But we need some answers for what we're working on right now. So this is a question, right? I might say Fangway Lima Mumu Fangway. It's a request. So how do we answer these requests? Like, how are we gonna say somebody like, here you go, or here it is? We've established that leaisemia means there is none, or what do we say at the store? Wa'uma. Wa'uma means they are finished. Wa'uma. it's finished or they're finished. How else? Ele mawa. Very good. Ele mawa. We lale si singa di wesa ole ele mawa male wa. What are the differences between wa uma and ele mawa?
Wa uma ele mau.
Lale si singa ole le mawa male wa uma.
Wa uma, it's done. Le mawa, there's nothing.
Le mawa, so mawa means found, right?
Found, like it's not found.
But in this, like in this connotation of le mawa, mawa means like we didn't get any kind of thing, like we didn't, or we don't carry that kind of thing, yeah? Yeah, so it kind of means like, it has a connotation of meaning like in stock or whether or not the store carries it. Whereas wa uma means they're sold out, or it means that the current product is finished, that kind of thing. This is things I know from working in a store, because that's the terminology we use when we worked in that. But yeah, that would be the difference between the two. Wa uma refers to it being out, or the stock is depleted, and then ele mawa kind of means that it's not a thing that they carry at this place. Right, so now that we have all the answers for when we don't have it, what about the answers for when we do have it? How would we say that we do have something? How would we say it in English?
You're asking me?
Anybody?
Oh.
My English is taking a vacation right now. So how do you answer somebody when they ask you for something?
Sure.
You go get it.
You go get it. Who was that? Is that Mike? Like California. Did you say you go get it? Alu oi, au Mike. Alu oi, au Mike. Alu oi, au Mike. You go get it. Is there any other examples of this? A rude way of saying it would be, anybody understand this one? Or sorry, that's not correct. Anybody understand what this one means?
Or no legs.
You don't have legs?
Yeah. You don't have any feet of your own to go walk over there and get it. Okay. All fun and games aside, though, say we do have what they want and we're going to be respectful and give it to them. So how do we answer them that way? Rob, you got an answer for me?
I don't know. Ioi?
Ioi. Does that work with this, babe? Ioi? Mauti noa. Mauti noa. Yeah. Sa ole le mauti noa ni han. Okay, so what we're trying to do, the one that we're just working on with Aumay Fang Lima with different colors. Now, if somebody says Aumay Tusi, sorry, Aumay Fang Mu Fa Mole Mole, do you can we use the answer Mautinoa or Ioi? All right, let's just shorten it to make the sentence simpler. So, may ska fang vai lima. Can I say Ioi or Mautinoa?
Ioi is good. Mautinoa, no.
But in the context that we're using it, because aumai can actually be used both ways. You can actually use it to say, bring me a fangvailima, or you could ask, like if you're going to pose it as a question, you can be asking the person if they want one, right? So if you say, Amaska fangvailima, or if you say, Amasi fangvailima, like that, then it means you're asking the person whether they want one. But in this case, like what the current situation that we are doing is asking somebody to bring you a fangvailima. So if you say, Amasi fangvailima mumu and ekaliaku ioi, then what does that mean?
Means
Pwesa?
yes.
Esa ola kalinga.
So, Yoi?
If I ask you for a fangvailima, are you gonna just tell me ioi?
Or you say Iva I. Let me look
I,
if we have. Or
yeah, but what do you say when you give it to the person?
Abatu?
Abatu. What about alia?
Alia, when you say alia, like you're pointing at it.
Or you're giving it to them. What do you say when you give it to them?
Lea.
Just Lea then.
Yeah.
Okay, just Lea. Or lau fangulia. Just like lau avalia. Lau avalia.
Lau avalia.
Lau avalia.
Lau
avalia. And lau fangulia. Anybody remember what the word lau means?
Lau.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Alpha Boy. Kainoa, what is lau?
I know one of them was leaf, huh?
One of them was what? Sorry?
Doesn't lao mean leaf too?
Yes, lao means leaf also. Lao also is the possessive for yours. It's basically like saying this is your pangu, this is your ava, this is your fangvailima miamata. It's the noun in between the possessive, and then the lea is the directional or the placement. So lea, like in between me and you. I'm passing this thing from me to you. Here is your and then the middle is the noun. So you're blank. In Samoan, it's in the middle. In English, it's at the end. Here is your fangvailima. Here is your apple. Here is your book. And of course, if we were for the purposes of learning, you can add in the color. So lau fangu mea mata lea. Lau fangu ena lea. We don't really say this when we're having an actual conversation, but it's good to practice to learn the placement of the colors and the different colors as a in proximity to the noun that we're speaking about. Like what Vai said, lau tusi mu lea. Lau apu ea mata lea. And then even if you're like the directional right here is the space between the first person and second person, where we're saying lea, right? So the directionals work also here. So if you're asking for something and it happens to be right next to you, you could even say lau, like ava means chair. So if somebody's looking for a seat, there's a chair right next to them. You say, oh, lau ava lina. You can sit right there, that kind of thing. It's just examples of how the different interchangeable words can work, and also how your colors can fit in, and the adjectives. They work with colors. They work with sizes as well. La poa, poa. Oh, sorry, that doesn't work. Poa, not the word, but the word's not working. Keyboard doesn't want to speak Samoan today. La po'a, la iti. Iti. So big and small. Chile, another word for big. There's different mimiki, mimiti, which would be thin, nifi nifi, paper thin. It's all kinds of different different adjectives we can tack on to the different nouns to make them more descriptive and more specific. So we're past 7 o'clock right now. Why don't we do one round of exercises now that we've got a good vocabulary? Wesa, can you add the answers into the slide today? I think we're just going to use lao and then the adjective. Lao, noun, and then at the end, lea. We'll just stick with lea for today. And then leaise mea is the other one. Wa uma. And what was the other one that we learned? Ele mawa, thanks to Kainoa. So add those 4 answers into that. And then we'll go through one round of back and forth.
So ele mawa would mean that we never got it, and wauma means that we finished it.
Yeah, but it kind of means that, but what le mawa suggests is that the place that you're at doesn't carry it.
Oh, it's more for the store setting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like we don't have that here kind of thing, or we don't use that kind of thing here. Something like that. Whereas uma means that that's something that they have had there in the past, or they do carry it regularly, and that it's just not there. Like uma indicates that it was there and it's no longer there, whereas le mawa indicates that it's not found here at all, kind of thing. Lao, and then the object will go in there. Okay, we're going to pair off again since everybody's got their mics working. Thank you all for helping us get through today, and thank you all for your great input on this lesson. So we're going to do a short conversation using half of what we practiced earlier today. So in other words, we're going to say the talofa lava back and forth, talofa to the person that you're greeting, and then reply talofa lava. And then we're going to ask for something on the second line. And then the second person will answer. So you ask the person for something, they'll answer you, and then they'll ask you for something, and then you reply to them. We're going to practice our colors. So the color spot will be clear so that you can pick a color and then you come up with the name of that color. You want to be on the camera? Olele Sina, pae pae. Alofa? Ote? Sumua? Mapule. Pasoifua. Hey, good job, Lesina. So talofa, and then back and forth with names, talofa lava. Then Aumai say, ask for an object with a color, baby. And then go back and forth with it. It should be pretty easy. I don't think we really need an example, but while Wes is working on it, why don't we have, I think I'm gonna have Bai, are you there?
Yes.
Can you work with Oli Oli? Oli Oli, can you work with Vi, please?
Yeah.
Okay. So This is the concept of what we're going to be doing. You guys are seeing each other today, and you guys are going to ask for something back to each other back and forth. So just with what we just learned, why don't we try that out and see how it sounds? It shouldn't be too difficult without the example there. So I know the two of you guys can get it.
Ooh, hopefully.
Well, we'll coach you along the way.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, yeah, no, you're doing the right thing. First of all, greeting, and then back and forth.
All right. Talo falava oli oli.
Talo falava vai.
Oa mai oi.
Manuia fafitai. Aea oi.
Manguia lava fafitai. Au maile se vai piniki pamolmole. I don't know if that was right.
That sounds good. Yeah. Pink shoe. Even else.
What was shoe again?
Te'evai.
Te'evai?
Te'evai.
E'evai.
Mm-hmm.
Lau e'evai piniki lea?
Yeah. Lau se'evai piniki lea.
Se'evai.
Okay, now you ask Vi for something.
From the beginning or just ask?
Yeah, just ask. So this is part of the same conversation. And I think we'll omit the part where we ask how each other is doing, because this is going to be established that we already know each other. We're just going to say, Talofa, talofalava, aumai, and then go from there. So it's your turn to ask Vi for an item.
Talofa lava vai.
You could just ask her for the item, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Aumai se apo mu fa mole mole.
Eleai se mea.
Fight.
To answer for that, you can just say like walele, like that's all right.
Walele.
Aftai.
Aftai.
Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful.
Good job, good job. I'm sorry that the example didn't come out quick enough because it's my typing is not going well. But you guys get the idea. Why don't me and Wessa do an example real quick?
Oh shoot.
Oi.
I shoot.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're going to greet each other, ask each other for items, and answer, and then that'll be the extent of the practice. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Talofa, Wessa.
Talofa lava mausi.
Wessa fa mole mole au mai se fang vai lima anu uli uli fa mole mole.
Ua uma.
Oh, it's your turn to ask for something.
Au mai se au mai so mea ai fa mole mole.
Yeah, I say mea. Deo kaya. Lea faina. Malo lava. Very good. Okay, who else we got in the group before we move on to the next subject? We've got about 10 more minutes in class and then we will be wrapping it up. We got Kaleponi, Dara, and Rob left. Why don't we pair Dara and Kaleponi real quick?
Okay.
Before you guys start,
Mhm.
are both of you unmuted?
Yes.
Sarah, are you unmuted?
Sorry, I was looking up the color orange. Is it
Moli.
Lanu Moli?
Yes.
Oh, so how
Same
would
as
you
the-
say the orange? Is it Moli Moli?
Yeah, moli moli.
Okay.
Okay, moli moli. Yeah. All right. Do you guys understand how we're doing this practice right here?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I guess Kaliponi can start, and then Dara, you reply.
Talofa.
Hello, Falava.
May se Aumaile. I can't think of anything. Aumaile say. Is it say or say for poor?
Say.
Say. Aumaile say. Samu. Sama. Fa mole mole.
Malo. Very good.
Uauma.
Wauma.
Uauma.
Very good.
And then I would say Lily.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that works too. Yeah. This is kind of impromptu, so we're still trying to work out the bugs. But very good. Then after she asks hers and you reply, then you can ask her for something, Dara.
Okay. Alofa Kaliponi.
Talofa lava.
My le lanu mole mole pa'a mole mole, or lanu moli moli pa'a mole mole.
The lanu moli is the color, so that's gonna go after the noun.
Oh, moli lanu moli.
Yeah, there you go.
Pa'a mole mole.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh?
Well, you don't really have to say lanu moli. You can just say the moli moli, and that's kind of redundant too. So we wouldn't normally say it. We would just say moli. But for the purposes of class, like it's showing that you understand the concept. So that's what I like.
La moli lea. Moli?
Yeah, that makes sense. La moli lea. And then what would you say if they present you with what you asked for, Dara?
Pa'afitai.
Yeah, awesome. Very good, guys. You guys sound really great. All right, I'm gonna go with Rob for our last. Is Rob still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oi, Malu Rob. Talo falava Rob.
Talo falava mausi.
Wa mai oi.
Manuya fafitai.
Alo lava. Rob fa mole mole. Maya se ofu na lanu ena fa mole.
Lao.
Ofu.
Ofuna.
Of tight. Okay, your turn, Rob.
Omai se penny uli fa mole mole.
Yeah, olau penny uli le na.
Fafitai.
If I bro. Yeah, fafitai lava. Yeah, good job, everybody. Very good, very good. Thank you, everybody. Fafitai tele lava mamalo le tatu vasenga fafitai to awai mai. We're so grateful for all of our participants. Grateful for, especially for Dana and for Wessa, for Adam and for Laing, and all of their support in making sure that we're able to get this program off the ground and keep it running so that there is an area for us to continue to show our love and passion for the Samoan language. We got 3 classes left in the program. This is class number 7. We were set for 10 classes. We've covered a lot of material that we're already covering, but last class we're planning for kind of it's basically a class where we get to show off what we've learned here, or each of us get to put forth an item of the things that we've learned, and just kind of show what it was that brought us here and what it is that we gained from being here. Now, the main focuses of the class, as we wrote it out in the proposal, we're studying the 10 different lessons that had to do with the things that we've been covering, but also the song of Savalibali means go for a walk, and the story of Sina and the tuna. So I'd like to focus the last 3 classes on learning a little bit of the story of Sina and the tuna. We've already pretty much covered Savalibali means go for a walk and everything that goes on for, and also the history of what it was in Upolu to have to take our relationships to the government in Apia in order to get married. So that's the history behind that song, and it's pretty self-explanatory song. So we've explained most of the hard parts. I think we're going to focus a little bit more on studying Sina and the story of the tuna. Has anybody in here had any experience with that story previous to the class, or anywhere else? Anybody heard about Sina and the tuna before?
Is that similar to Sina and the eel, or is that?
That is Sina and the eel. The tuna is someone for eel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've heard of it before, Vi?
Yes, but if you ask me to recall it, it probably might be a little patchy.
What is your basic understanding of it?
Like how the story went?
Yes.
I think Sina had went down to the ocean to either wash herself or maybe wash some food, and an eel fell in love with her. And then when Sina had went back to her home, the eel followed her, and she killed the eel and planted the head, chopped the head off, planted the head in the soil, and it grew as a coconut tree. So when you see the coconut, it has the face of an eel with the 2 eyes and the mouth.
Very, very good. It is one of the oldest stories of the Pacific, and it's one of the more widespread ones. If anybody remembers in the movie Moana, there's actually a reference to it when Maui, Dwayne Johnson singing the song, You're Welcome. That I took an eel and I buried its guts, and then from the ground sprouted coconuts and all of those things. But it's our creation story of how the coconut came into being in the Pacific. And Petra is correct right there where she said the eel is the face of the coconut, because when you husk the coconut and it's got the 3 different holes, they're supposed to represent 2 eyes and a mouth. And the story was that, like Vi said, the tuna or the eel had fallen in love with Sina, and because he was I have to explain a little bit more of the story later on, but because he ended up dying at the end of the story, it was his last wish to remain with Sina and still be able to kiss her after he is dead. So anytime Sina lifts up the coconut to drink from it, it's like she's kissing the eel. That's where the understanding comes from, that the head of the skull of the eel was buried and grew coconuts, and once you open up the coconut husk, the skull is still inside of the coconut. There is a lot more to do with Samoan history, though, in relation to this story. So I'd like to go into it a little bit more deeper in the next 3 classes. And I'd like to, yes, it is, that's what I want to go into in the next few classes, so that we can get a little bit more about how the story is related into Samoa history and the different areas. What Wes is showing us right now, if everybody can see the screen share, is a picture. Did we take this picture, Wes? Or is this from the internet?
It's from the internet.
Okay.
We have our pictures.
Yeah, we went. So this is the pool, what's called Mata Alealelo. Mata Alealelo pool in Sabai. And this is the area where Sina used to go and bathe. So this is the place where the story happened. One of the more interesting things about the story is that there's different versions of it that not so much change what happened, but the chase that went on between Sina and the tuna actually is thought to have traversed a lot more of Samoa than just that area. So different versions of the story tell about the eel chasing Sina through different islands in Samoa and different areas, and also about who this eel was. That's something we're going to look more into in the class 2 weeks from now. But we're down to 3 minutes left. I want to thank everybody for being here today again. I think that's all we have for today. We did a great job. We worked on our we worked on our colors. Does anybody else have anything that they want to say before we choose somebody for closing prayer?
Oh, shoot.
Wesa, you have anything?
Just malo, pamalo si.
Malo. I know anything from you?
Oh no, malo.
Malo. Rob, you got anything?
No, thank you to the Tuiteles for another great class. Really appreciate it. Happy to participate. Thank you.
Oli.
Just fa'afatai telelava for everything.
Malo faftai. Kaliponi.
Fa'afatai telelava.
Faftai foi. Dara?
Nope, nothing here. Fa'apatai.
Faftai. Vai?
Nope, all good. Faftai lava.
I love a phone. Dana and Petra, thank you very much. I know both of you can't speak, so we're appreciating you guys' support messages in the chat. Kaliponi, can I bother you?
Okay, sorry. Yes.
Do you mind closing us out with a prayer, please?
Oh, I'm so basic when it comes to prayer.
That is totally
but
fine.
I'll do my best. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all together this evening, and for the Tuiteles for their time and dedication to perpetuate the language. Bless each and every one of us and our families, and bless our week. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Yeah, man, we love advice for folk. So Fatima Ocho Uma. I thought you were playing a farewell song for a minute.
Who, me?
Yeah, it sounded like you were playing Kofa by Fileni or something.
That's the kids' movie.
Kofa by Fileni, Olea Outea. Okay. Mayes ka po, may ay.